We are living in the most dumbest time in American history. Everything is an argument, everything is a debate. People can't define what is a woman. Can women get pregnant? And these are teachers, doctors. And it baffles me because y'all love to say, oh, Donald Trump loves the uneducated. But y'all are as dumb as it comes. Y'all don't have no common sense. I can't believe we're arguing about having to show an ID when you go vote. It's simple to get an ID. The problem is y'all want to cheat. Y'all want to continue cheating because y'all let millions of undocumented, illegal immigrants come through that border. And y'all want all of them to vote blue. That's the problem. And y'all already know that y'all dug yourself in a hole and everybody sees through the bullshit and the lies. Thank God that we are living in times where a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are getting saved and encountering a relationship with Jesus Christ, and they see the truth. It's impossible to not have discernment when you're walking with God. It's a battle against good and evil. It's not rich or poor, black or white. If you're spiritually dead, you're not going to be able to discern it.
So what we see here in today's world, it's not black or white, it's not rich, poor, it's good and evil, common sense and crazy. You have people doing these things and fighting against laws that are supposed to put America first, that does put America first, but they're fighting against it because they're crazy. You see the Democrats, they're fighting for not having voter ID. They're fighting for letting men go into women's restrooms. They're fighting for things that just don't make sense. And they're fighting hard for it. That's because that's their voter base. But when we look at that and we say, you know what, this don't make no sense. They understand that it doesn't make sense. But what the other option do they have? That's the reason why they're fighting, because they have no more options. Once this voter ID gets passed, that would be the end of the Democrat Party. Because now we can't have people getting flown in here just to vote. That is no more. And they know that. They know that. And that's one of the things that you have to look at, you have to understand. And whenever you're looking at a politician, whenever you're looking at somebody that's trying to tell you which way to go, do your own research. And you'll just see the research shows that the Republican Party, the conservatives, truly care about America. They truly care about making America better. But we see with the Democrats, what is one thing that they say they want to do that's going to make it be better for us and make sure that people are safe? Absolutely nothing. All their plan is what we see from the Democrats. And it's very easy to see, especially if you're not thinking with emotion. Their thing is opposite of whatever President Trump is saying. If President Trump says, I'm going to save everybody, they're going to find a reason to say, that's not nice, that's mean, that's bad. And that's what they've been doing. A lot of things that President Trump has been doing has been common sense, and they're fighting against it. Why wouldn't you want voter ID? Why wouldn't you want American people only voting on American issues? Why wouldn't you want that? Oh, because you guys are responsible for opening the border and bringing people in. Why would you be against DHS funding and making sure that we have enough money to make sure these people stay out? Why would you be against that? It doesn't make any sense to me. And that's what we see. We see common sense and crazy. We don't see logical thinking from the left. That's why you see the people that represent them are crazy. Transgenders that were dressing up, look like men. They're not even trying to do anything to look anything like a woman. They just want to put on a wig and just act crazy and yelling and screaming. You have their politicians just yelling and not respecting American army and stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how you can be a liberal or a Democrat right now, because you're looking really bad. Some of the things that Trump is doing, Obama did it. You guys were fine with Obama do it, but you weren't fine when Trump is doing it. Makes no sense to me. America is America. There's a lot of people that actually agree with some of the things that Obama did, like being a deporter in chief. That's common sense. That makes sense to me. Yeah, do it. But when we look at the left, man, and it's really weird they have no interest in making America great. All they have is interest in making sure that they can still be in the seat to vote on things and be in charge of the money. But with that impact and with that seats they have in Congress and the Senate, they're not doing anything with it to make America great. That's the sad part.
You guys didn't get it when Kamala said you're at the wrong rally, when somebody said Jesus is Lord. That is the party of perversion. That is the party that hates God. That is the party based on lies and division. They're paying people to keep us separated. Don't be too pro-black that you become the Antichrist. You have terrorist groups that hate America. They have American blood on their hands. But y'all want to leave the borders wide open. Y'all forgot what happened with Osama bin Laden that quick? Y'all forgot about our beautiful Twin Towers? And I'm sick and tired of y'all keep talking about the Epstein files. Those files was on Biden's desk for the longest. He never released them. Now that Donald Trump released them, y'all still want to talk about that? Why would Donald Trump be so eager to release files that Biden already had? Y'all, Epstein was a Democrat. Y'all need so much proof to know the truth, but y'all believe the lies real quick like that? Wake up, sleeper. Rise from the dead and Christ will shine on you. Dive into your Bible. It's time.
It's the most important time to read that Bible. It's the most important time to do your own research. It's the most important time when you hear people talking. Research it. Big thing about those files is, like she said, Biden had it on his desk for all the time. He've already had it. So now all of a sudden that we released it, now they continue to say we can't find anything about Trump. Trump's not in it like that. But there's a lot of people that's on the blue, on the left, that's in it. But they're keeping that quiet. You just got to wake up, man. And like I said, take your emotion out when you're making your decisions and just see logically who's in favor of you being prosperous in America. Who's in favor of that good book that America was basically created upon? Who's in favor of that? Who wants to preserve us, keep us in the forefront? And who doesn't? Who wants to spread false stuff and who wants to make you feel emotional and go crazy and take medicine and all these things and depend on healthcare and wasting money? Who wants to do that and who doesn't? It's just one of those things, like I said, you don't even say push people to either way. You just say ask these questions and then do your research and figure out which one is on the side that you want them to be upon. That's it. Like, this is the best time ever where you don't even have to try to push people to the right. You just say, ask these questions to yourself, do your research, and then you go from there. But what we see from the left, we see unhinged. We see wanting to create chaos. We see wanting to fight. But we see saying things with no fact. If you believe things with no fact, you have a problem. That's why you have to understand they're saying a lot of things that have no fact and they try to walk it back if they get caught. They're just trying to put propaganda out there to make you go against the Republicans or have TDS. If you don't like Donald Trump, that's cool. That's what you don't like him, you don't like him. But do your research. Do your research and see what he's done and what he hasn't done. And then you figure out why you don't like him for yourself. But don't listen to the people on The View. Don't listen to the CNN panel. Don't listen to somebody like Jamil Hill. Like, do your own research and understand and look at yourself and say, okay, let me do my own research. But stop taking the words of people that's trying to push chaos and trying to have you do crazy things so then later on they can use you as a person of propaganda. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's always going to keep this thing rock, keep it going. Make sure you tap into the No Filter Morning Show Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I appreciate you guys rolling with me and rocking with me, and I'm out.